नहीं बेटा जल्दी जल्दी आ गए सर।
Good morning, everyone. It's my privilege to be the anchor for today's paper presentation session. We are gathered here to witness innovation, idea, research excellence, and inspiring presentations from talented researchers and participants. I request everyone to kindly settle down and encourage all the presenters with your attention and appreciation. It's a matter of great honor and privilege to welcome our esteemed session chair, Dr. Anurag Singh. Dr. Anurag Singh is an associate professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at the National Institute of Technology, Delhi. He has previously served as the Dean of Research and Consultancy and as the Head of Department at NIT University, Delhi. He earned his PhD from the IIT Kanpur, further solidifying his expertise and commitment to academic excellence. His primary research interest spans a diverse range of areas, including network theory, dynamics on and off networks, academic modeling, synchronization, artificial intelligence and machine learning, quantum networks, video captioning, and time-varying networks. His research work has made significant contribution to the field, reflecting his deep knowledge and innovative approach to complex problems. With extensive teaching experience at both undergraduate and graduate levels, he has taught courses ranging from foundational subjects to advanced, specialized topics in computer science, engineering, and mathematics. He is dedicated to mentoring students and currently guides graduate, masters, and undergraduate students at NIT Delhi. He has also supervised numerous PhD students with ongoing supervision of several candidates as well. He has been invited as keynote speaker in various reputed international conferences like Complex Network, Cambridge University, UK, Game Theory and Management 2005 conference in St. Petersburg, Russia. He is also the founder and promoter of startup Palanum Technology, which works in the direction of video analytics. Recently, this startup is recognized as one of the outstanding startups for the breakthrough solution in Sprint, North Edition, a flagship initiative under 100 startups, 100 days mission by our IRT Rupert and DST. He is also a senior IEEE member and a fellow of the Soft Computing Research Society. His academic portfolio includes approximately 90 publications in leading journals and conferences, highlighting his thought, leadership, and extensive contribution to research. His 3 patents are published in his various research domains. He has successfully completed 3 research projects funded by the Department of Science and Technology, one of which involved collaboration with a startup. Presently, he is working on a project supported by the Ministry of Earth Sciences and the Technology Innovation Hub at IIT Patna, our IIT Rupert and the Indian Sign Language product funded by DST, reflecting his ongoing dedication to impactful research and innovation. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm and hearty welcome to our respected chief guest, Dr. Anurag Singh. With a big round. Now, without further delay, let's begin the paper presentation session. Firstly, I would like to invite Mr. Sharma Grover for the presentation of paper ID 498 titled Real-Time Risk-Aware Route Optimization for Safe and Intelligent Navigation System. Please welcome Mr. Sharma Grover with a huge round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. I am Shivya Grover, and today I will present a paper title that is Real-Time Risk-Aware Route Optimization for Safe and Intelligent Navigation System. This work is done by me, Mishti Jain, and Palak Chok under the guidance of Ms. Mamta. Navigation systems like Google Maps are commonly used today for finding. Navigation systems like Google Maps are commonly used today for finding routes. Most systems mainly focuses on the shortest distance and the travel time. However, they often ignore the safety-related factors like bad weather, poor visibility, and road hazards. Because of this, the fastest route may not always be the safest route. Though our objective is to develop a system that considers the real-time traffic, weather, road conditions to suggest the safer route. We study different navigation systems. Traditional systems which focus only on the shortest path algorithm. Traffic-based systems which only consider the congestion. Weather-based systems which includes weather conditions but have very limited adaptability. Multi-factor system which uses the different parameters but do not update us with an effective time. Therefore, the system we propose is a more adaptive and a safety-focused system. First, the user enters the source and destination. Then GPS detects the current location. Then the system collects the real-time data, that is traffic, weather, road conditions, and the visibility. After connecting the data, a risk score is calculated using the weighted parameters. W1, that is for traffic, plus W3, that is for road condition, plus W2, that is for weather, and W4, that is for visibility. Here, the higher risk means the route is less safe. Then, a modified digit star algorithm is applied to select the route with minimum risk. Then, the route is also updated dynamically or updated whenever the road condition changes. The system successfully selects the safer route by avoiding the risky roads and the low visibility areas. Compared to the traditional system, the selected route may be the slightly longer, but it provides the better safety and reduces the risk exposure. So, our system prioritizes safety over this distance or speed. In conclusion, our system improves road safety using real-time and the contextual data. It provides smarter and more adaptive route planning compared to the traditional navigation system. This approach can help reduce accident probability, and support the intelligent transportation in the future. Thank you, sir.
So what is this modified disaster?
Sir, physics are
See, disaster is disaster. So what you modified in this?
sir, we modified it gives only the shortest path. Hmm? In this, we added the safety point that is for traffic road condition, which is not available in the GPS.
It will not called modified disaster. It will be called you use disaster in your problem. It is the wrong word modifying disaster because disaster will remain disaster for calculating the shortest path. So you are using something, it doesn't mean you are modifying it. Modification means if you will reduce the complexity of disaster algorithm for finding the shortest path. So this is the incorrect word. So now second thing, how will you get the data set?
Sir, like from the past experiences, somehow,
How do you get it? How you got the data set?
sir, from the past experiences only.
But experience is in your mind, na? So how you will pass the data set into the computer?
Some cases are there, no?
But a computer always need data set in some extension file form. So from where you got that data set?
From the Google.
The whole
Data
world running
data
over the Google.
available on this.
Whole world is running over the Google. So I'm asking the exact source from where you got the data set for this problem. Because until data set is not valid, the solution will not be useful. You are not aware about this. So which model you have used for using this programming? Which language you have used? For?
Java.
Are you sure? Have you used any library?
Sir, we used here we use Sklearn for this.
Hmm? What?
Sir, we use
I'm sure you have not used Java.
no,
Because
sir, we use Java.
if you will use Java, you have to write at least 20,000 of code for this problem.
No, sir, we use Java only.
But without library, this problem cannot be solved. These problems depends upon a lot of existing library, otherwise it will very complex coding. So do you think that some libraries are available in Java for map tracking? Definitely no. So at least you should know na, what you have used, even you are not aware what language you have used. Do you think that Java has map libraries for tracking the longitude and latitude over the?
Sir, for this we have used the weather APIs.
The API is different. Okay. Go ahead.
Next, I would like to invite Mr. Harshit Goyal for the presentation of paper ID 679 titled Deep Fake Detection. Please welcome Mr. Harshit Goyal.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ashit Goyal. Good morning, everyone. My name is Harshit Goyal, and today I will be presenting our research paper at ICAMC 2026. My co-authors are Ashish Kumar and Vayesh Yadav. Our study focuses on a crucial area of cybersecurity, detecting deepfakes through biological and physical features. As deepfake technology advances, current models often fail because they rely on general facial features that giants can now replicate easily. Our research identifies the involuntary movements, specifically eye blinking and corneal reflections, that are often overlooked. Therefore, our objective is to develop a detection system focused especially on these movements to distinguish real person from AI-generated persons. Our survey highlights key milestones in this field. The first survey that we have studied found that the early deepfakes lacked realistic blinking due to lack of training data. While the second model explored that the landmark detection, it is very heavy for the model to analyze. Most recently, the research paper have noticed that Jan struggles with constant light physics in corneal reflections. This confirms that while the texture can be fade, but physics of eye remains a significant tool to analyze difference between two images. For our methodology, we used face forensic and LFDF datasets to extract high definition eye sequences. We implemented MDCNN for face detection and derived for precise 68-point facial landmarking. To analyze behavior, we calculated the eye aspect ratio for blinking frequency and checked pixel intensity for reflection consistency. Finally, we utilized an LSTM network to analyze temporal patterns for over multiple videos. Our results show that the system achieved 94.5% detection rate at the LFDR dataset. We found that the real subjects average blinks about 15 to 20 times per minute, while deepfakes often show irregular or even zero blinking. Our eye-focused model reduced false positivities by 12% compared to general facial classifiers. While the system is robust, it does require high frequency rate videos for most accurate ER calculations. To conclude, we have developed an effective tool that leverages biological inconsistency in eye behavior. We found that eye analysis provides a higher layer of security because Gen struggles with complex temporal dynamics. In the future, we can plan to integrate pupil dilation analysis to further enhance detection. This offers a lightweight solution for verifying digital identity in modern cybersecurity frameworks. These are the primary references used in our study, including all three of them. And thank you so much. And now I'm ready for questions.
So do you know how people generate these deepfake images and videos?
Like how?
How people generate this deepfake and deepfake images and videos?
Using AI, different AIs.
AI is evolving or it is constant since 23?
No, so it is evolving because we have.
I'm asking, evolving or it is constant?
It is evolving.
But you included last paper of 2023 only, not after that. So how can you claim that it is a recent work?
We have studied more than this, but these are the primary ones that
you
we
mentioned in your references. There is no paper after, even here, not after 2021. So daily technology is changing, so people are generating by various ways of deepfake. And have you ever seen any research paper? How do people write the research paper?
Yes, see.
So, but why you have not mentioned results properly? Result doesn't mean you write some one or two English sentences and these are the results. Do you think in that way people write the results in the research paper?
No, sir.
So it means have you never gone through any research paper in your?
I have been, like our team have been going through a lot of it.
But you are not reflecting here. how can you defend your result is better? But definitely nobody will believe because you are not considering any work after 2023, so it is obsolete work. So how will you claim that it is recent? How you will claim novelty in this work? Okay, tell me which model, which tool you have used for detecting the deepfake.
We had like used ratio, I expect ratio to calculate the pixels and all the movements of an eye frame by frame.
So by this you can detect deepfake.
So we have used different libraries and all.
Tell me one. Name any one. Okay.
Now I would like to call upon Ms. Vanshika for the presentation of paper ID 636 titled A Review on Artificial Intelligence Driven Student Placement Prediction and Skill Recommendations Using Deep Learning. A big round of applause for Ms. Vanshika.
Good morning, respected judges, faculty members, and my fellow participants. Today, I will be presenting my paper titled A Review on Artificial Intelligence-Driven Student Placement Prediction and Skill Recommendation Using Deep Learning. So basically, this work focuses on artificial intelligence, how artificial intelligence can predict the student placement, as well as it can provide personalized skill recommendation to the students so that they can improve their skills or they can see that where they lacks. That ultimately increases the employability. So let's move on to the motivation of this work. Basically, this work has started with the supervised machine learning models that predicts the student placement using the factors like CGPA, the behavior of the student, or the communication skills. And these models were used to predict the probability that the student will get placed or will not get placed. It uses, there are many challenges in this supervised machine learning models, like they are less accurate because there is no such model that can work best in all the cases. Hence, it is less accurate and it can perform, it has imbalance in the data sets. If there are large number of data sets that says that the student will get placed, there will be a database biasness that it will consider the large data set and it will give almost every student will get placed. Next is the model generalization. These models are generalized. Basically, these are the challenges that a supervised machine learning model.
Come to your problem. Come to your solution.
Yes, sir. So these challenges were faced. So now we have used the ensemble methods like gradient boosting, where the supervised machine learning models are combined together and a new model predicts the previous ones. So that gives us higher accuracy. So these are the ensemble methods that we have used. So the traditional ML is shifting towards the deep learning because the deep learning are very important because they analyze the hidden complex patterns that the supervised models cannot do.
Come to your work.
So this is a review paper. So we have reviewed many papers where Sachin and all uses the logistic regression as it is simple and easy to understand for the student placement prediction. Babu and team developed AI-based career guidance system for personalized recommendation of skills. Coruscant combined different prediction models so that we can get better results. That is the idea of gradient boosting ensemble technique. Next is Priya proposed a hybrid ENN and LSTM model, that is again a hybrid model that achieves higher accuracy. So these were the literature surveys. Now we'll move on to the challenges. So the challenges are these models act like black box system and there is a dataset biasness there is static data. These models works on static data. They do not go through the growth of the student that he's improving in some of the skills, coding skills and other skills. So they just work on the static data. They do not work on the dynamic data. Next is there is no proper skill suggestion. There is no such model exists that can give the probability that a student will get placed as well as also recommend a skill as well as where so that the student can improve their skill sets. So these are the challenges that we are faced with. So to improve them, the technologies like LSTM and ENN's Gen AI are used so that the students can know that where they lack, where the skills they are lacking for their particular job descriptions. So these Gen AI and NLP can analyze the resumes, they compare with the job description and suggest the skills that the student should improve. Now let's move on to the conclusion. So the machine learning and deep learning students to manage their career very quickly. And the logistic regression and SPM models, they are the starting base. While the ensemble methods like gradient boosting, they help in increasing the accuracy that the student will get placed or not. Next is that it helps students so that they can help understand the industry requirements, that improve the skills and reduce the gap between the academic learning and the requirements of the industry. Because the student is not aware about that the institution requires these types of skill sets or where they lack. So the system is a combined, fully integrated system where we can also know that where we are lacking and we can move ahead by improving ourselves. Thank you.
So how have you concluded that ANN and LSTM will improve the prediction accuracy?
So we use the technologies like Gen AI and
But you claim that it is review work.
yes, sir.
You have not used anything.
So we are just telling that we can use in future the Gen AI and NLP can be used further so that we can
If my problem is solved by a model, why should I go to apply another model?
So the model only says that the student will get predicted this much. There is 80% probability, but
Who told you these things have not applied? Recently, we have very advanced model for this purposes. Have you checked it?
so one of the model I have checked that is Priya et al, where she uses LS.
If you go check some industry website, they are providing very advanced model for this purposes. Their accuracy is very fine. But it doesn't mean that if you heard some model which is more complicated, then it will give you better result. Why will you apply ANN here? What is the reason? Tell me a reason you will choose ANN.
So because the already models that we are using, they just predict that it is 80% probability. They do not tell why.
What type of data set you have so that you thought that the ANN should be applied? Where we apply ANN?
So where the database is real.
Real.
Yes.
Every data is real. We never use fake data set. See, these are very old things. At least if you are going through review paper, at least see the recent thing. Then it will become the review paper. And whatever challenges you are saying, it is already taken care many times back. Now it is not the challenges. Okay.
So I have studied the basically new ones reviews only. Here you can see that it is 2020, 2022, and this one was the latest one, 2025 one that I am talking about.
But you should read the paper of the person. Those are actually working in that area, not the person who are just publishing the papers. Okay. It is very tricky part how to choose a good paper. Actually, thousands of people are doing their academic programs, so they are publishing because of the survival. So it doesn't mean all titles are good. And some group of people, those are seriously working over that problem, their work are more serious. So you have to consider a better paper for the review if you are going with the reviewer.
Okay, sir.
Next, I would like to invite Ms. Nandini Sharma for the presentation of paper ID 827 titled Machine Learning and Experimental Based Study of Effects of Dyes on the Growth of Legumiaceae Family. Please welcome Ms. Nandini Sharma.
My name is Nandini and I'm here to present my paper titled Machine Learning and Experimental Based Study of Effective Dyes on Growth of the Fabergé family. So basically, if you talk about the textile industry, it plays a very important role in the economy, but it also contributes significantly to the pollution. And molasses, which is a byproduct of the sugar industry, is also commonly present in industrial wastewater. But it is also known as a green reducing agent. That is, it can work as a cheap carbon source for microorganisms that can eat and break the reactive dyes. So it can help reduce the textile dyes present in the wastewater, which can affect the crops, the farms. But if we increase the quantity of these molasses, then it can negatively impact the crops by reducing their seed germination, chlorophyll content, and overall plant growth. As this family group is already very sensitive to its soil content. So this creates a need for advanced methods that can effectively study and predict plant responses under contaminated environmental conditions. So the major research gap identified is that the most previous studies either focus only on experimental pollutant analysis or only on machine learning prediction models with limited integration of both approaches for agriculture and environmental assessment. So the objective of this research is to experimentally analyze the composition of molasses and its effect on Fabergé plants and review machine learning approaches that can help predict plant response under stress conditions. So if we talk about the previous studies, so they demonstrated that artificial neural networks can actually predict dye absorption and environmental interactions. And other research was also showed that applying machine learning techniques can help in seeing the water stress monitoring and AI-based disease. So, however, limited work has also focused on integrating experimental pollutant with predictive AI approaches specifically for Fabergé crop systems. So, our work attempts to bridge this gap through both experimental and review of AI-based predictions. So, this is also some of the papers we saw. So, if we talk about the methodology, so the study began with the collection and preparation of raw molasses sample, and then that sample was dried and converted to powdered form for easier handling and processing. Then this sample was used. So वो जो sample था उसका acid and base treatment से उसकी जो impurities थी उसे remove करी गई और उसे neutralize करा गया जिससे उसमें आगे हम e-rex कर सके. E-rex हमने इसलिए यूज करा जिससे जो उसकी surface में है उसका हम उसे analyze कर सके कि उसके अंदर क्या क्या composition है. And then हमने जो machine learning approaches है basically हमने 5 देखी थी, but हमने जब पेपर्स देखे तो 2 उसमें से बेस्ट हमें दिखी. उनमें से जो एक थी आर्टिफिशियल न्यूरल नेटवर्क एंड डिसीजन ट्री रिग्रेशन, उसको हमने रिव्यू करा. तो अगर मैं पहले एमएल की बात पे आ जाऊं तो वी हैव नॉट डन दिस वर्क. आई एम टेकिंग द वर्क ऑफ समवन एज वी हैव रिव्यूड दिस पार्ट. तो जो प्रीवियस स्टडीज ने दिखाया था कि जो आर्टिफिशियल न्यूरल नेटवर्क है वो क्योंकि जो एनवायरमेंटल सिचुएशन होती है वो बहुत नॉन लीनियर होती है. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि जितने अमाउंट से पहले जो क्रॉप इफेक्ट हो डबल हो जाए या एक्सपोनेंशियल हो जाए. तो जो आर्टिफिशियल न्यूरल नेटवर्क है वो इसको ज्यादा अच्छे तरीके से हैंडल कर सकता है कॉम्प्लेक्स डेटा को, लार्ज डेटा सेट्स को. इसलिए एएमएन काफी एफिशिएंटली दिखा था. एंड उसकी जो इक्वेशन है उसमें दिखाया था कि वेटेड नेटवर्क्स कैसे
skip this part. Everybody knows about this.
Okay.
Come to your work.
तो सर इसमें रिव्यू पार्ट में देखा था कि 6 में से ये दोनों बेटर थे. एंड अगर हम अपने रिजल्ट पे आए जो एक्सपेरिमेंटल बेस्ड रिजल्ट्स था उसमें था कि जो ईडीएक्स एनालिसिस देखा था कि जो मोलासेस है वो मेनली कार्बन और ऑक्सीजन से जो मतलब ऑर्गेनिक है तो मतलब ज्यादा इफेक्ट नहीं करेंगे अगर हमने उसे डाइस की ट्रीटमेंट के लिए यूज करा। बट इनमें काफी जो ट्रेस दिखाए गए सोडियम के, मैग्नीशियम के, एल्यूमिनियम से लेकर, जैसे टेबल पे आप देख सकते हो। अब इसकी वजह से क्या होगा कि अगर हमने इसकी क्वांटिटी ज्यादा कर दी तो उसे ठीक करने की जगह ये और खराब कर सकता है सैवेज क्रॉप सिस्टम को। एंड देन जो ये इम्प्योरिटीज और इन्फ्लुएंस सकते हैं मैटर बिहेवियर को। एंड जो एक्सपेरिमेंटल ऑब्जर्वेशन ये दिखा रही थी कि इससे जर्मिनेशन रिड्यूस हो सकता है, क्लोरोफिल डिग्रेड हो सकता है और प्लांट ग्रोथ को भी ये रोक सकता है अकॉर्डिंग टू जो हमें जैसे मैग्नीशियम, एल्यूमिनियम, सिलिकॉन अगर इससे ज्यादा क्वांटिटी होती। और रिव्यू के पेशर से देखा था कि हम इसको और एफिशिएंटली एनालाइज कर सकते हैं थ्रू या फिर DDR। तो दैट वाज ऑल फॉर माय स्लाइड टू कंक्लूड कि मोलासेस कैन हेल्प टू रिड्यूस द डाई इफेक्ट है, मतलब जो नेगेटिव इफेक्ट्स है डाई ऑन क्रॉप्स। बट अगर हम इसमें AI का पार्ट भी डालें तो हमसे ज्यादा बेटर तरीके से जो मोलासेस हेल्प कर रहा था कम क्वांटिटी में, हमसे ज्यादा एनालाइज कर सकते हैं इफेक्टिवली और हम बेटर इसमें आगे और काम कर सकते हैं। That was all. These were some of the references we used. Thank you.
How have you done this spectrography?
सर EDX जो सेम में मोड होता है तो उसमें करवाया था।
Where? You have that machine?
सर नहीं, वो हमारे जो में मेंटर है उनके थ्रू IIT दिल्ली में सेम की जो मशीन है उसमें वो चीज EDX का ही करवाया था। तो
कहाँ पे किया है टेस्ट?
सर इतना डिटेल नहीं है। I got the result, उन्होंने रिजल्ट भेज दिया था सर, तो I analyzed.
What is your contribution? Result भी भेज दिए थे, then what you have done?
सर उसका जो प्रोजेक्ट अब सर मेरे पास मशीन नहीं है and I'm not really in the position to do it myself, so he helped me.
Your presentation was very flat. You said that there were 5-6 machine learning models.
Yes.
You pick 2. It is not a game of pick and drop.
So
And there are not 5-6 machine learning models.
yes sir.
So tell me why have you chosen this specific machine learning model? I think you have not mentioned it.
So I have mentioned. So ANN and DDR, the last 2 points.
DTR. DTR is a machine learning model.
So decision tree regression.
So why you have chosen these 2?
सर जो DDR जो ANN है वो तो नॉन लीनियर कॉम्प्लेक्स को कर पाता है।
What is non-linear complex?
नॉन लीनियर का मतलब है कि जैसे हमारे एनवायरमेंटल कंडीशंस है तो उसका जो इनपुट और आउटपुट है वो नहीं होगा कि मतलब उसमें डायरेक्ट रिलेशन इतना नहीं है, एक्सपोनेंशियल भी जा सकता है। जैसे अगर मैंने बोला कि 1% मेरा इनपुट इतना इफेक्ट कर रहा है, जरूरी नहीं कि अगला बार भी उसी में जाए, मतलब लीनियर रिलेशनशिप नहीं है।
You have not shown anywhere non-linearity in the data set.
Sorry sir,
Non-linearity in the given data set you have not mentioned, and there is no atmospheric conditions mentioned.
सर क्योंकि जो ये वाला पार्ट था जिसमें ML का है वो रिव्यू था तो हमारे पास अपना डेटा सेट नहीं है।
Data set भी नहीं है आपके पास?
मतलब इस वाले ANN और DDR के लिए जो हमारा वाला है वो मोलासेस के कॉम्पोजिशन का हमने खुद करा था, ML का रिव्यू करा था। थैंक यू।
Now, I would like to invite Mr. Arvind Rawat for the presentation of paper ID 666 titled From Managers to Machinists, Mediators as Disruptors of Traditional Leadership.
Good morning, everyone. Let me start with a simple question. Have you ever imagine a machine acting as your manager? Today, I am going to present our review paper from manager to machinist, mediators as disruptor of traditional leadership. Let's think about how leadership worked earlier. Traditionally, leadership means human manager who gives instruction, make decisions, and control everything. But today, things are changing. Now, AI systems are acting as a mediator. They monitor performance, assign tasks, and even make decisions. So what did we try to do in this paper? We focused on our four main objectives to understand how leadership is shifting from AI based systems, to analyze how AI mediators are changing organization, to study the balance between technology and human values, and explain how leadership is becoming a mix of the human and technology. Now let's look at the what previous study says. Earlier, AI was only seen as a support tool, but recent study shows AI is actually improving the decision making and performance. However, there are serious concerns like over dependency on AI, loss of human judgment, etc. So, here is a question to think about. Are we becoming too dependent on machine learning? Also, many organizations are still not fully ready for this shift. To explain this challenge, we created a simple model. It is a four-part: traditional leadership, centralized power, AI mediator, automated decision disruptions, changing roles, and human oversight, ensuring the ethics. This key idea is very important. Power is shifting from human to system. Managers are no longer just controllers; they are the supervisor with the help of AI. Now, coming to the our findings. AI mediator bring many benefits like fast decision, high efficiency, and consistent results. But there are several challenges like employee resist change and job insecurity increase, over dependency, reduce human thinking. To conclude, leadership is clearly shifting toward AI supported system. AI improves speed and efficiency, but it cannot replace human emotions, ethics, and trust. These are the some references we use for this study. Thank you for your time.
How you mentioned the results?
So, sir, it was a review paper. So, earlier we saw the AI as an only tool, but now everyone is using AI in their management also. Like Accenture accepted the GitHub Copilot for their employees. So AI basically increasing the efficiency of the management. Like earlier it was only one person who is handling everything. Like now,
I told you to show the results slide.
yeah, it results right.
I didn't ask any question. Okay, go previous slide. So what you are trying to show by this picture?
So we are trying to show that AI is not who can replace our job, but it acts as a mediator between human and managers. Like
Mediator, or it just work as a augmenter? It is augmented part only.
no, it is mediator. Like AI will give the some decision, but there are humans who will be the top of the AI. Who like AI cannot replace the human emotions and thinking. So we thank you, sir.
Next, I would like to call upon Mr. Sudhanshu Mishra for the presentation of paper ID 744 titled Analyzing Model Generalization, a study of overfitting, underfitting, and bias variance trade-off.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nanshu, and this is the study which our group has done. Name is analyzing modelization, study of overfitting, underfitting, and bias trade-off. As our study attempts to answer the critical question in the machine learning, how much modelization or complexity is actually needed to before the prediction performance in the real life data sets. So let's start with So this is our agenda for the presentation. Let's start for the presentation. Okay. Before talking about our paper, let us know what the machine learning actually, why is it transmitting language used in modern life. As we know, like the traditional programming is the explicit use of the human to give a task or the As we know, in the किसी की ट्रेडिशनल मेथड क्या होता है किसी भी प्रोग्रामिंग का कि एक प्रोग्रामर अपना एक ह्यूमन लैंग्वेज में अपने प्रोग्राम और टास्क एक मशीन को समझाता है बट मशीन लर्निंग ऐसा नहीं है मशीन लर्निंग खुद एक डेटा सेट्स पे ट्रेन होता है उसको हिडन पैटर्न्स और लीनियर और नॉन लीनियर पैटर्न्स को आइडेंटिफाई करके खुद को टाइम टू टाइम अपडेट करता है जो कि इसका मेनली वर्क है सो इसके लिए मेन क्वेश्चन है कि क्या मॉडल जो भी ट्रेन हो रहा है डेटा सेट पे क्या वो परफेक्टली हुआ है या उसका टेस्ट एक्यूरेसी और ट्रेन एक्यूरेसी है क्या वो सही आ रही है कि नहीं उसके लिए मेन चीज होता है जनरेशन गैप जो कि हमारे जो जिससे हम यूज करते हैं टेस्ट एक्यूरेसी एंड ट्रेन एक्यूरेसी के डिफरेंस बेसिस पे so our introduction is like machine learning is a core technology used for the in different sectors like healthcare हो गया चाहे किसी सेक्टर में चाहे मॉडल लाइक जैसे मैंने बताया मेजर चैलेंज यही है कि जैसे आप कोई भी नए प्रोग्रामर्स हैं वो मशीन लर्निंग यूज करते हैं they just aim for the higher testing accuracy or the training accuracy they just don't know like the main concept of the generation gap like how will the model will react on their accuracy rate high accuracy rate so it's our theoretical foundation इसमें कि पहले definition होता क्या है definition is the ability of a machine learning to give the best performance result on the unseen data जैसे कि पता है अगर हम मशीन लर्निंग को एक ही हायर एक्यूरेसी पर ट्रेन करें तो वो क्या करता है कि उस ट्रेनिंग डेटा सेट्स को वो मेमोराइज कर लेता है जो कि गलत चीज है क्योंकि फिर वो अनसीन डेटा पे भी उस नॉइस और अनवांटेड पैटर्न्स को बार-बार आउटपुट में इसको इंक्लूड करते रहता है बिकॉज़ ओवरफिटिंग इज जनरली हम तब बोलते हैं जब कि एक मॉडल हाई किसी पर्टिकुलर ट्रेनिंग डेटा पे ट्रेन हो जाए उसको मेमोराइज कर ले जब उसका बायस बहुत ही लो हो और वेरिएंस फैक्टर बहुत ज्यादा हाई हो इसका ठीक अपोजिट है अंडरफिटिंग के लिए होता है हायर बायस रेशियो एंड लोअर वेरिएंस रेशियो लोअर क्योंकि इसमें अगर हम ट्रेनिंग डेटा पे अगर लोएस्ट वेरिएंस चेंज करें तो उस पे ज्यादा इफेक्ट नहीं आता इसकी वजह से वो हायर बायस शो करता है इसकी वजह से अंडरफिटिंग शो होता है इसको यही हो सकते हैं कि मॉडल को कंप्लीट या फिर सफिशिएंट डेटा नहीं मिलेगा and the last one thing is the bias variance trade-off okay bias is a thing which we use generally for the simple model which we use अगर आपका bias ratio high है then the model is tends to go towards the underfitting and if the variance is high then it tends to go for the overfitting so इसी के solution के लिए हम यूज करते हैं trade-off क्लियर ये है कि एक optimal sweet point search करता है between the bias and variance to give the optimal solution for any model behavior So this is our methodology. For this model, I use the breast cancer Wisconsin data set from scikit-learn. It's an inbuilt data set from the scikit-learn. I have cleaned it and empty rows and other things. And then I use in the 4 different machine learning models. First is linear regression, then decision tree, then random forest tree, and last the neural network model. मैंने ये चार इसे यूज करे ये चारों एक अलग-अलग बिहेवियर को शो करते हैं क्योंकि जो हमारा रिग्रेशन है वो लीनियर डेटा पे वर्क करता है rather than decision trees are non linear और इसी का एक अपडेट वर्जन है रैंडम फॉरेस्ट जो कि ensemble टेक्निक्स यूज करता है for giving the optimal solution of decision tree and last में रहेगा कि highly complex और high variance trend model use किया जाता है इसमें. इसका एक्सपेरिमेंटल रिजल्ट ये रहा जब हमने इस पे अपने डेटा सेट को हमने टेस्ट करवाया, टेस्ट प्रोग्राम जब हमने रिजल्ट फाइंड किया, जो हमारा लॉजिक इक्वेशन है उसने एक स्टेबल और कंसिस्टेंट बिहेवियर दिखाया with the high accurate bias value, but traditionally it gives near perfect accuracy, but it shows the higher overfitting issue because it is nature to divide the data into different parts, and that problem is solved by the random forest. It actually used in several techniques for the multivariation trees and show a optimal solution between the bias and variance. And same behavior happened with the neural network. It shows like it goes for the overfitting. It not give the like optimal solution for that. And this is our reference for the
What is the contribution from your side, and what is the novelty which you have produced here?
so my like जिस टॉपिक पे हमने सर मैंने रिव्यू करे मैंने पढ़े इस पे उनमें से भी either they are talking about overfitting or underfitting.
But this is the bookish thing, everything is written in the book.
No, I did. I actually did train the models and did user data set.
But nowhere data set was introduced, no parameter declaration was mentioned for the training the model.
Also, but yeah,
How can you train all the models with the limited computational complexity?
so I use the basic inputs data from the Scikit-learn because of the lack of
This
GPU.
presentation, nowhere any novelty or any practical work done has been shown.
So this is the
These are the things which is written in the book now.
so this is the real graphs which I got from model training and model test.
So have you produced this result or have you copied this picture from somewhere?
I have produced these results.
Hello. How can you produce this result?
So I trained different models to work.
If you will train a model, how will you get these pictures?
Sir, I use like macro to the sir. I just the best answer the data set था.
You know, I know the truth. Then you will try to answer.
Yes, sir.
Just assume that I know the truth.
Sir,
Then try to give the
sir,
answer.
yes, exactly. Sir, I just use data set from here. उसमें mainly probability answer थे.
To get this fine line, it is not easy with the first picture.
Sir,
You are getting one regression line.
yes, sir. सर जो रिलेशन मॉडल था सर उसका सर एक ऑप्टिमल सॉल्यूशन आया था तो इसलिए इसका सर ग्राफ ऐसे ही बना
How many data points were there?
around 10
10 data points. The data machine trained is right.
sir 10 key points I use for the
Key
graph.
point or data point?
Key points.
And how have you got this line? Red line in the first picture. See, I told you initially, just assume that I know everything, then try to answer.
Sir, I don't
Otherwise, there are many things which you can explore here.
sir I actually trained the model.
Tell me how this red line came.
Sir,
Because there are infinity number of red lines which I can draw in between this point. So how you got this specific red line?
through the key point like which I got from
The red line पूछ रहा हूँ मैं.
सर भाई तो सर जो ऑप्टिमल सॉल्यूशन आया था सर पॉइंट्स का also probability पॉइंट्स का सर उसकी वजह से हमने ये बनाया
अरे यार मैं पूछ रहा हूँ रेड लाइन आई कैसे कंप्यूटर को कान में बोलने से थोड़ी ना रेड लाइन बना
नहीं सर आई यूज
but tell me the reason why which you are getting red line and what we call this. तो बनी कैसे वो रेड
I
लाइन?
use matplotlib for that. I just
बेटा मैट नोट से लाइन नहीं बनेगी.
so I just
I just give the points in a method command and then I run it.
नहीं होगा.
So what? I can show you the course if you want.
Don't challenge me because.
So I'm not challenging. So I'm not challenging you. I'm just saying my things. I know you are
saying. Tell me how you got this line. You are claiming all 5 pictures drawn by you. And I have objection. These pictures are not drawn by you.
No, sir. I'm not.
I have objection. This is not your pictures, and you are claiming again and again this is your pictures.
So I also been using this picture in my suspicious paper.
I am saying that this is not the original pictures. It is the pictures taken from any source. No, don't come to me. Show. If I'm asking how have you plotted, see, you can plot by any. I'm not asking plotting just 5-10 points over a graph. I'm asking how you got this red line. There is a particular algorithm which you have used to get this line.
So it's not.
I don't know. So how will you get this? You are saying you have got it.
It's just not my own work.
Don't see. It is a research paper presentation. Ethics is the major issue here. You know.
Sir, I do. So I do.
If you are saying you have drawn this picture, it is your picture. Then prove that how have you created it.
Sir, I can show you this. Sir.
Don't show me. Whatever you are claiming, I told you these are the pictures taken from some existing source. This is very well-defined pictures available everywhere. Then you said you have trained your model and got this.
Sir, I actually
and it is not the picture of anything which you get after the training the model.
Sir,
I am saying this thing because you are presenting a research paper on this platform.
So I'm not.
And initially you claimed it is a review work.
I studied different papers, yes, sir.
It's a how मुझे बता दो कौन सी एल्गोरिथम लगाई है पहले पेपर पहले वाले प्लॉट में
लिनियर
कैसे कौन सा लाइब्रेरी फंक्शन यूज किया कौन सी लाइब्रेरी यूज की लीनियर रिग्रेशन है जी
for the data set.
बेटा कंप्यूटर में ना कभी ऐसा नहीं होता कि you just speak something and it will execute. Which library will take care about this linear regression line? और सेकंड में कौन सा लगा है वो लाइन ग्रीन लाइन कैसे आई है इट इज आल्सो लीनियर रिग्रेशन
No, sir. Yes, works on the linear data. Is then we fit the state line in the
how you got the second picture
it's in the
देखो नो आईडिया है अभी तुमने सारे प्लॉट किए
सर मैंने सर
बेटा कंप्यूटर में कुछ भी थ्रो कर दो कुछ भी प्लॉट हो जाता है it doesn't mean it is valid here you are presenting research paper okay so you should answer the reason behind that ये सेकंड ग्रीन लाइन कैसे आई मुझे बताओ उसे and what is the representation of third picture what is showing this green line which is like a parabola what is it representing see why are you using your mobile phone I am asking the questions
sir I'm asking because sir I just didn't really know about this because I didn't prepare PPT.
You check your answers while once I am asking you are saying you have plotted all the models sir when I am asking the question how then you don't know
sir I did really train the model and the graphs from the graphs from the sir from the training I got
मुझे interpretation बता दो इस ग्राफ का
so those are mentioned in the solution this is the graphs which I got from the
बेटा कोई भी लाइब्रेरी ड्रॉ कर दो वो प्लॉट हो जाते हैं इट इज नॉट अ बिग डील You throw, there are many libraries available, many data sets available, just shoot out and they will give the plot. I'm not saying this. It is, if it is existing plot tool and library and you are plotting the data set, you cannot say that you have drawn it. It is drawn with the available code. So it is not novelty. If you run my code and generate the plots, it doesn't mean you have you done it by yourself. You are using it. Why are you not understanding this? Because it is a research presentation. People will retract your paper. Online they will put this work is plagiarized. Even you will become the CEO of any Google company, then that online content will always be reflected. That work is plagiarized. So if somebody is suggesting you, please try to take the things. In on the internet, billions of codes and data sets are there. If you will run, definitely they will produce a picture. It doesn't mean it is your work. And in research presentation, if you are showing others' work, your moral, your ethics should be there. That it should be cited. You have not cited from where you have taken this code and everything.
So
No citation is there. And you are saying it is yours.
So satisfaction
Because ऐसे चीजें books में है ये.
So satisfaction providing there is a paper.
ठीक है. Someday you will be caught in plagiarism very badly if you will claim like this.
Now I invite Mr. Satyam Gupta for the presentation of paper ID 797 titled Identify a Multi-Model Attendance Framework. Please welcome Mr. Satyam Gupta.
It is there, no? See, I will see your presentation. Whatever you want to show here. And do it fast, just show your own work.
Good morning, everyone. Myself Satyam Gupta, and I am presenting our research paper, Identify a Multi-Model Attendance Framework. Okay, so the main idea behind Identify is the attendance should not mean that someone clicked the present or entered a room in a modern hybrid. In a modern hybrid environment, attendance should verify three things: who is present there, where the person is present, and whether the person is actually engaged or not. The traditional research, the traditional attendance system has multiple limitations, like there's no ID-friendly path, no engagement tracking, modality remains fragmented, older tracking for remote employees, such as RFIDs and biometric systems, they require hardware installation. And the existing systems, there is no collective unified multi-model system. So we are presenting Identify, which has smartphone, which is working for smartphone users, non-smartphone users, and the remote users who are working from the homes. Okay, so for the first smartphone users, we use facial verification along with the geofence validation. The facial verification is verified using the face embedded. The facial verification is verified using the face embeddings stored while registering the employee or the student. The same facial embedding is used in non-smartphone users at the camera modules at the doors or the office entry points. And for the third main important thing, for the remote employees or remote learners, remote users, we have an engagement analysis, which uses gaze analysis and eye aspect ratios, and also the head pose stability to calculate the engagement ratio. Next. These are some literature surveys which we made. First one is that manual RFID approaches. This is fast to deploy, but it needs hardware. And second one is face recognition systems. The face recognition systems, they are strong, but they do not verify that where are you. And third one is geolocation systems. They can have a possibility of proxy. Like any different person can take your phone and mark your attendance as proxy. Fourth one is engagement analysis. By going through researches, we have seen that there's no system which connects the engagement analysis to attendance systems. So the main need which we have is multimodal integration of all the things. If we see the methodology we will be using, there will be the three architectures, three layers. First one is mobile app. Second one is IoT cameras at the entry gates for the non-smartphone users. Third one is remote clients. While joining their meetings, they will be joining their meetings and using the video stream, their own video streams. Embedded images are captured, and these embedded images are used to analyze whether they are engaged or not. Fourth one is admin panel, which will be handling everything. Second thing is processing layer. The processing layer will be the face verification, geo verification. Once the user enters the geofencing created by the admin, he will be getting a FCM notification. The notification works as that verify your face, verify whether it is you or not. Using that live capturing WebSocket connection, we'll be verifying the face, and after that, we'll have a fusion decision that the person is present or not. Third layer is data layer, which will be storing the attendance DB, embedding storage, analytics logs, and privacy controls. Now coming on the system workflow, there is three things, three models: Kotlin mobile app, IoT camera, and the remote trains. The backend system includes Java server, Python, AI server, and FCM service for notification. And there's two layers more: MongoDB database, which will be storing the lags and logs and every data. And next is React admin dashboard. This is the result So this is the result which we have captured from an organization while we have practically implemented that system there in around 100 users. The result is 97.4% face accuracy, 99.2% geo accuracy, 93.5% engagement accuracy among 100 users. And there is less than 2 seconds latency rate. After that, when we went for application analysis, according to application analysis, our system works as face-only verification, works with accuracy of 94.1%, and for defense only 91.7%, and while combining both face and geo, 97.4%. And this full system works very finely. And concluding this identified transfer of attendance into prevention and intelligence. And so, if you want to see the prototype,
just present whatever I want, I will answer.
Okay.
Don't take care about it.
Okay, so sure. On future works, we are thinking to integrate an LMS integration, which is very beneficial for the hybrid institutions. Then the second is large-scale deployments. We'll be deploying this as we have had.
So now tell me, can you tell me the architecture, which model you have used? Have you used any neural-based model or transformer-based model?
Sir, we have used a pre-trained model, FaceNet for embedding, and then For the engagement analysis, we are using retina phase for phase detection gaze analysis.
So,
And for
you made your hardware, whatever you claimed in the.
Sir, we are not using hardware. We are working on we are working on app based. I have made that app, and we have implemented this in office, and we have found we have VCs for this project.
So, how will you ensure about the accuracy which you are detecting
Sir,
by this algorithm?
So we have tested this on 100 users, and this was the results which I have seen.
But I have seen in the references there are main papers, those work in that area. You have not included those.
So
there are some AAA papers with those work in that area, but it is not there. Have you seen any existing application which works similarly? Because comparison is not.
So there is Zoho app. There is one app, Zoho, but it is not in engagement thing.
Because there is no comparison with any existing method to claim it is better.
Yes.
Because somewhere you have written it is best.
I know.
But you know, in this research world, nothing is best. Best means there is no research for.
Yeah. Yes. So that's why I have included that future works.
So at least you need to compare with the existing technology, which is those are working in the similar area. Because Microsoft also make such tools.
Yes.
So have you gone through that?
So why different?
If you say there are many tools are available for similar purpose,
Yes.
so how will you claim novelty over that?
So this is our own developed model, our own combined structure. There is no combined structure present right now.
If you go for research publication, nobody is happy with that. It is your own. People will only happy if you are saying something better, providing some novelty,
Yes.
providing some less complexity. Then they will happy with your work.
Yes.
So in this regard, what is your answer? In which case it is better with the existing one?
So the geofence accuracy is better in comparison to Zoho. We have the existing. We have tested this.
Zoho have large data set for testing and training purpose.
Yes.
So it is very early to say it is better
Yes.
over the lesser data set.
Thank you,
So
sir.
next time if you will make the presentation, take the least help of the AI tool
Sure.
and try to insert your matter, real architecture by using some block diagram
Okay, sir.
and real pictures of your model if you have
Sir,
some.
I have-
No, please listen carefully. See, every audience you are presenting for audience not for me.
Right.
So it should be reflected in your presentation.
Sir,
You made all the presentation using the AI tool.
Sir, I have used
The symbols, the picture those are required, you missed it. The picture those are not required, you inserted through the AI tool. So this is the major problem. So don't make this type of presentation. Try to feed the terms which is related to your work only.
Okay.
Who produce result in that way? Is it the graph or is it
So it's a comparison analysis, tabulation analysis.
Go previous. Yeah. If you are producing this result, can anyone tell what is on x-axis, what is on y-axis? How people will know?
Yes.
Number of horses you are presenting or something else?
Percentage accuracy.
Who knows? What type of accuracy you are considered? Because if you do the comparison or some result you are presenting, there are many ways to represent the accuracy. So what type of accuracy you are using? And how it will be calculated? Can you tell me how you have calculated the accuracy?
Sir, I have told this that I have used 100 of users for this purpose, and using that the real data and compared with the
What is the false positive value you got in 100 users?
so false positive value 2, 3, 4, not more than that, because we have specified a zone in the office only.
If it is 2, 3, 4, then it will become 96%.
So actually, I don't remember that exact data.
You should not remember. This is the task. You have to show everything in the result.
Yes. Sure, sir. I will be improving this. Thank you, sir.
Next, I would like to invite Ms. Nehal Sharma for the presentation of paper ID 799 titled A Review on Machine Learning Driven Frameworks for Employee Behavior Prediction and Proactive Organizational Risk Management in Human Resource Management. Please welcome Ms. Nehal Sharma.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nehal Sharma, first year student of CSC Data Science. Today I will present my paper on a review on machine learning driven frameworks for employee behavior prediction and proactive organizational risk management in human resource management. In today's rapidly evolving digital world, organizations are not just driven by technology, they are driven by people. And managing people effectively has become more complex than ever. This is where human resource management plays a critical role, from hiring the right talent, ensuring employees' well-being and retention. Human resource forms the backbone of any successful organization. But the question is, can we make HR smarter, faster, and more predictive? The answer lies in machine learning and artificial intelligence. Traditionally, HR relied heavily on intuition and manual processes. However, with integration of data and advanced technologies, HR is now transforming into a data-driven domain. Machine learning and data mining enables organizations to analyze massive amount of employee data.
Okay. Just skip this part.
It's a review paper, so we have
Okay, go ahead.
reviewed papers. The research clearly shows that technological advancement are reshaping HR practices. Artificial intelligence significantly improves prediction accuracy in areas like employee performance and retention. Technologies such as natural language processing, deep learning, and sentiment analysis allow organizations to better understand employee emotions and satisfaction levels. Moreover, concepts like explainable AI and digital twin bring transparency and reliability to decision-making processes. This indicates a clear shift from traditional HR methods to intelligent, automated, and sustainable systems. However, every innovation comes with its own
Come
set.
to your work.
It's a review paper, so we have reviewed every paper, we have taken in references.
Come to your work. What you have contributed.
To conclude, machine learning and AI are revolutionizing human resource management. They enable organizations to move from reactive decision
Where is
making.
your work? Because after literature survey, there is confusion. So what you have done actually?
We have integrated the models.
Where? Do you have any slide?
These are
This
the
is literature survey. Literature survey means there is some work which is already done. Where is your work?
we have taken this work and summarized it in our papers. So it is basically review
So
paper.
you have collected 3-4 people work and make a summary. This is your work.
It's an integration of the works done by
It is
others.
called integration. Very good. Because if you combine my work, his work, then you can say that I integrated and it is my work. Right.
To conclude, they enable organizations to move from reactive decision making to proactive strategies. By leveraging data-driven insights, companies can better understand employees, improve management, and minimize risk. Technologies like NLP,
deep learning and explainable AI are not just enhancing HR, they are redefining it. The future of HR lies in creating a perfect balance between human intelligence and artificial intelligence, ensuring both organizational scale and employee well-being. Thank you. Any questions?
Next, I would like to call upon Mr. Yash Manoja for the presentation of paper ID 689. Next, I invite Mr. Tathya Sharma for the presentation of paper ID 882 titled Beyond Heuristic, a Data-Driven Hybrid Architecture for Semantic Resume Analysis and Context-Aware Explainable AI. Please welcome Mr. Tathya Sharma.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Satya Sharma. Today, I'm presenting our research paper titled Beyond Heuristic, a data-driven hybrid architecture for semantic resume analysis and context-aware explainable AI. Let me begin with the reality of all of us are familiar with. An average corporate job posting receives nearly 250 resumes, but only 4 to 6 candidates reach the interview stage. Recruiters may spend up to 23 hours manually reviewing applications for a single hire. That is why applicant tracking system, that is ATS platforms, become essential. However, most ATS systems still rely on outdated techniques like Boolean search, TF-IDF keyword matching, and hard-coded penalty rules. These systems are rigid. We identified 3 major problems in existing ATS systems. First, semantic rigidity. If a candidate writes neural network instead of deep learning, many ATS systems fail to recognize that both concepts are semantically related. As a result, qualified candidates are often rejected simply because of wording differences. Heuristic severity bias. Penalty scores hard-coded by developers based on heuristics, not on real labor market data. And generative AI hallucination. Modern AI-based ATS tools introduce another issue, hallucinated feedback, where systems recommend skills candidates never actually mentioned. And that led us to one key question. Can ATS system become truly intelligent, explainable, and trustworthy? So, our research is our answer. We designed a fully data-driven architecture that replaces every arbitrary heuristic with an empirically grounded machine learning component. Instead of depending on one isolated model, our system combines 7 coordinated ML models across 5 sequential phases. So, the goal was not just getting better resume screening, but the goal was to fundamentally redesign ATS systems and evaluate candidates. So, respected judges, existing research has already improved ATS systems using transformer models like BERT and SBERT, but several major gaps still remain intact. First, most systems accept poor NER performance as their limitation. No published architecture structurally solved sparse annotation problems using fallback extension. Third, no system introduced a calibrated SBERT similarity threshold derived through evaluation studies. And most importantly, no ATS feedback framework guaranteed zero hallucination while still referencing the candidate's real resume text. That is where our architecture becomes different. We do not rely on one model to do everything. Instead, we designed a layered system where each model compensates for the limitation of the system and the other models. The system becomes not only accurate but also explainable, robust, and production oriented. So let's now look at the architecture. Firstly, we have phase one, data normalization. Here, we have used raw Kaggle resume.csv data, which is formatted in HTML form, which is cleaned for HTML noise, irregular white spaces, and non-UTF-8 characters. EDA performed across 24 industry sectors to assess class imbalance. At the center of our architecture is a multi-stage waterfall extraction pipeline. This pipeline works in 3 stages. First stage is SPACY NER extraction. A custom SPACY model identifies organization, roles, dates, and skills. However, because of annotation sparsity in the Kaggle resume dataset, the skill entity achieved an F1 score of only 0.059. Most systems would treat this as a failure, but we treated it as an architectural challenge. Then comes the stage 2, expert semantic fallback. If the NER model misses a skill, the system activates expert semantic similarity matching. For example, if a resume contains JS and the job description contains JavaScript, the system still recognizes them as related. Similarly, neural networks and deep learning are treated as semantically equivalent. After multiple evaluation studies, we calibrated the optimal similarity threshold to 0.63. Next up, we have stage 3, that is keyword dictionary fallback. If both previous stages fall, a standardized keyword ontology resolves framework names and keyword name technical terminology. This 3-layer architecture allows extraction routes to approach near complete coverage regardless of poor NER performance. Also, there's a hidden innovation, implicit ATS filters. Another major contribution of our work is the implicit ontology inference engine in real-world hiring. Recruiters often omit important industry skills from job description. For example, a software engineering JD may never explicitly mention JIT, Agile, or SQL, even though these are universally expected skills. Traditional ATS systems ignore these hidden expectations. Our architecture solves this using an XGBoost-based engine trained across 24 industry sectors. This allows the system to evaluate candidates not only against written job description, but also against actual industry hiring potentials and patterns. Next up, we have explainable AI. Perhaps the most important aspect of our architecture is the deterministic explainable AI. Modern LLM systems are probabilistic. They hallucinate, they generate feedback that may not exist in the candidate's resume. Our system completely avoids this problem. Instead of generating free-form AI text, the system extracts the candidate's own bullet points, uses substring hashing, and injects verbatim into predefined syntactic templates. This creates a fully deterministic feedback pipeline with a categorical zero hallucination. No invented claims, no fake recommendation, only verified candidate evidence. So, our results and findings are: first, waterfall architecture and NER sparsity. Waterfall architecture solves the NER sparsity problem. Skill entity F1 is equals to 0.059 is treated as a structural design. It is treated as a structural design input, not a failure. The expert fallback compensates for NER false negatives, achieving near 100% extraction rates on the full test independent of NER baseline. One of the most surprising discoveries of our research was what we call the soft skill anomaly. Most ATS developers assume technical roles prioritize only technical frameworks, but when our XGBoost engine analyzed over 2,500 resumes across 24 industries, Soft skills like communication, teamwork, and collaboration receive the highest severity and frequency scores, even in the contradicted assumptions embedded inside legacy ATS systems. It shows that the data-driven AI can expose and correct hidden human biases in recruitment technology itself. And the last finding was implicit ATS filters. Implicit ATS filters are real job description routinely omit universal requisite.
So have you some written material you are reading out?
Then also reading out and explaining why.
No, you just take help our presentation. If you will reading lot of things, so we cannot understand. That will take lot of time. You have limited time. I don't know what are you reading with you. You have some material with you.
Like a little bit.
Yeah, you use your PPTs. PPT is different. You are reading out some different things. So how we can correlate the things?
Actually, I explained it in detail, whereas
You just explain the audience by the PPT, so audience can correlate. If you have written material, you know about that.
Yeah.
We are not aware, but you are trying to say at what point.
So actually,
This law I am confused. What are you reading? Where is it mentioned? What are you covering? But you have different material with you.
Actually, it is the same material, but I have more detailed one. So
But
that's
for detail, you have your paper also. If you will read the paper, it will not work here. You should make your PPT and explain that PPT so that audience can understand.
yes. Actually, this is the working model of our.
Reading is not the presentation. First, you should understand that.
This is the working project that we have created. This is a screenshot of that.
We cannot see what is in this screenshot. Nobody can see. I don't know. Anybody can see. What you trying to show in this screenshot?
Actually, these are telling are the severity scores of every soft skill.
No, nobody can see any term here.
This is communication. This is teamwork. And these are scored based on their severity that based on the resume screening.
So tell me, what is the special thing which you have used for finding the context from the given content?
Sorry, I couldn't understand.
You are doing some contextual finding in the text data set. So there are many tools, even GenAI, and there are many AI tools which does very better things. So what special thing you are introducing?
Actually, the all tools that you have mentioned right now, they have keyword matching. That they do not take neural networks and deep learning has.
They are all transformer based. Who told you they don't know? They don't use it.
No, like if a platform is using that transformer models, then they won't be using the generative AI hallucination. And for example, like they give that the skill is also there without even telling whether they have mentioned it in the resume or not. They just faintly recommend it to add it in their resume. Whereas we do that, like we produce the roadmap so that we can explain how to learn that skill and how to get that skill on.
Are you providing any database with your query?
Yes, of course, we have used resume.csv from raw legal dataset. It is an HTML formatted dataset and
what train model you are using for this?
Spacey NER models, and we have also used.
So actually, it is RAG. Retrieval augmented generation.
Not actually RAG. Actually, we have explainable AI instead. It's based on explainable AI and it explains every aspect of the resume.
But there are a lot of agents for agentic AI approach for the same purpose.
Yeah,
they are talking about hallucination problem in the Gen AI. So that can be resolved by RAG.
So it can be resolved by RAG, but the thing is that they do not provide the accurate answers about it.
So, who told you?
Like they do not like they do the hallucination.
No.
As I said, they hallucinate.
Who told you?
We have actually tested it. That's why we tested that.
No.
I don't know, like the ones we have.
Platform.
I'm sorry, but like the ones we have used were doing that. That's why we took that as a key finding.
Have you heard about IndieBird?
Not really, but we will try to do that.
Because it will use only one language. not the other regional languages of India. So how will you do that?
Like, firstly, I will we have only based on the English.
Just conclude your presentation.
Okay. So to conclude our presentation, we learned about the waterfall extraction architecture, calibrated expert threshold, which is 0.63, implicit ontology inference, linear regression similarity engine, deterministic explainable feedback, and also the most importantly, soft skill anomaly. And these are the references. Thank you so much. That's it.